Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to FIFA 17 potential upgrades. So today I'm going to be doing all the upgrades that I think will deserve to be upgraded in the Premier League for FIFA 17. And this is actually chosen by you guys on Twitter. I did a poll, I think it was yesterday afternoon, and you guys voted for potential upgrades, which is why I'm doing this video now. So we're going to get straight into the first player in this video, which is Marko Arnautovic. And I'm actually a big fan of Arnautovic. I did see him a few times last season, and in the games that I did see, it was absolutely fantastic. He scored a few cracking goals last season, and he did score 11 goals last season with 6 assists as well, which, considering he didn't have the greatest striker with him last season, 6 assists is pretty decent, but the 11 goals kind of stand out as being his main big stat, considering he's a winger. He's 6'4" as well, which for a winger is just completely... It's quite unusual to be that tall for a winger. You'd normally see a striker that tall, but it definitely works for Arnautovic, and he did have a fantastic season last season, which is why I have given him a +2 from a 79 to an 81. I do think he deserves a +2. I can probably see EA though giving him a +1 to an 80, but I think he deserves an 81 from how he played last season. Looking at his stats and that, I think he deserves a +2, but I can definitely see EA maybe giving him a +1. So getting to the next player, we have got Mohamed El-Neni from Arsenal. Played 12 games last season, and he didn't actually get any goals or assists. So you're probably wondering, okay, why are you putting this guy in the potential upgrades? And it's because of his passing accuracy. I was having a look at Squawka before for any stats that look really good, and El-Neni stood out really with 93 passing accuracy, and it's not even like he played like 2 games and his passing was in them 2 games was really good. He's played about 12 games for Arsenal last season. I think mainly near the end of the season, because I think was it Ozil or something. One of the midfielders got injured, and El-Neni kind of stepped in. I think he's about 20 years old, and he just completed the job, just kind of doing like a Kante job, maybe not tackling, but just getting the ball, passing it, just keeping possession, which is what Arsenal like to do, and just getting the job done. And I think he had a fantastic season last season, and I'm actually giving him a +3 from a 70 to a 73. I think I was tempted to give him a +4, but I thought if I give him a +4, then that's kind of a bit too much. I decided to give him a 73. He's just kind of bordering on the one of the higher rated silver cards in the game, because I think he does deserve it, but not one of the highest rated silvers in the game, if that makes any sense. So getting into the next player in this video, we've got Odion Ighalo. It's Ighalo, not Ighalo. But he managed to pick up 15 goals last season, as you probably know, in the first half of the season. Pretty much in the second half of the season, he did literally nothing. He got Player of the Month in December, but then after that, he just completely stopped. And that is one of the main reasons why I'm actually only going to give him a +1 upgrade from a 76 to a 77. If he carried on his form and kind of carried on scoring, he'd probably, to be honest, be in the Golden Boot running. He probably might not have won it because Vardy and Harry Kane and Aguero as well were doing really well. But he'd probably be up there, maybe 4th top goal scorer, even 3rd top goal scorer, because before he kind of dropped off and stopped scoring, he was really doing good. I mean, I think it was like January or February or December, he had 15 goals. So if he'd carried on scoring, God knows how many he would have got. But he definitely deserves an upgrade, which is why I've given him a +1. Now getting into the next player, we have got Harry Kane, who a lot of England fans will probably hate at the moment because of his poor display in the Euros. But I don't think that should take that too much into account when deciding this guy's overall, because last season in the Premier League he picked up 25 goals. He actually won the Golden Boot. I think Aguero was second, but Harry Kane last season 25 goals, 1 assist. I mean, how can you just... He might not have had a great Euros, but surely, yeah, I've got to look at that and think he's not worthy of an 81. He's better than an 82. That is why I've given him a +2 to an 83. A lot of people might disagree with me just because of how he did in the Euros, because I'll even admit Kane was shit in the Euros. He was absolutely awful. But was a lot of that down to I nearly said Roy Keane then. Was a lot of that down to Roy Hodgson though, putting him on set pieces, putting him on corners? Probably yes. He looked like a laughingstock because of the fact he was on free kicks and because of the fact he was on corners. I don't think he was too awful as a striker. I mean, he missed a few chances, but he didn't really get too many chances, to be honest. I think if he wasn't put on corners and free kicks, he'd look like he had an average Euros. But the fact that he just looked like an absolute shambles because of the free kicks and corners that he did. I mean, there was compilations taking the piss out of him, to be honest. So.
Towards Gary Cahill, it's a little bit... Kane. Too long for Cahill. It's going to be Harry Kane.
that pretty much sums it up. So I do think he deserves a +2 though, just because of his fantastic season in the Premier League, and I don't think they should take the Euros too much into consideration. Now getting to the last player, we have got Riyad Mahrez. I can't get my words out. I left the best to last. There we go. Riyad Mahrez picked up 17 goals last season. For a winger, it is absolutely fantastic, and 11 assists as well. I mean, you can't do a potential upgrades video without putting at least one Leicester player in here. I think the last one I did was Vardy. This time it's Mahrez. And I mean, Mahrez just came out of nowhere, to be honest, because I mean, the season before, last season, he was kind of an average player. I mean, I can probably have a look at his stats from the season before, actually. 14 to 15 season, he got 4 goals and 3 assists in a relegation-threatened Leicester team. Season after, out of nowhere, 17 goals and 11 assists. I mean, you see what I mean? He just came out of nowhere. He was a 73 rated card at the start of last FIFA. Obviously got upgraded in was it December or something to do the upgrades? Whenever they do the upgrades anyway, it's like Christmas upgrades or something. He went up from a 73 to a 76, and I can see EA giving him a big upgrade once again and bumping him up to a 81 rated card, which would just be a huge upgrade, but I think he does deserve it after last season. EA don't normally do big upgrades, but surely, come on, surely they've got to see sense and think this guy deserves to be an 81. I mean, they bumped his 76 rated card as for the team this season up to a 93, so surely he's worth an 81 at the start of next FIFA. Surely he must be at least an 80. If he's under an 80, that's an absolute shambles from EA. But in my opinion, he deserves to be an 81. Let me know in the comments though, guys, what you think of my potential upgrades, what you think some of the players should be. Put them down in the comments down below, and I'll be sure to apply to them and let you know what I think. So that is it for this video, guys. If you have enjoyed them, be sure to hit the like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe, guys, and put in the comments down below as well what you think of the potential upgrades. And I'm speaking way too fast, but I'll see you guys next time. See you later.